Title: The Relationship Between Photographer and Subject. Module: Masterclass. Advanced Artistic Expression. Every photograph is created through a relationship. Behind every image is an interaction between the person behind the camera and the person in front of it. In fine art photography, especially when photographing the human form, this relationship becomes one of the most important elements of the creative process. A powerful photograph is not created by the camera alone. It is created through trust, communication, understanding, and collaboration. The first foundation of this relationship is respect. A photographer must recognize that the subject is not simply an object to be arranged within a frame. The subject is a person with feelings, experiences, boundaries, and a unique perspective. When a photographer approaches the subject with genuine respect, the resulting images often become more authentic and emotionally powerful. Trust is the second essential element. Many people feel vulnerable when being photographed, especially in intimate or artistic settings. A photographer's ability to create a safe and professional environment allows the subject to relax and express themselves naturally. Trust develops through clear communication. Before a session begins, discuss the artistic concept, expectations, boundaries, and goals. When both photographer and subject understand the creative direction, the process becomes more comfortable and collaborative. Communication should continue throughout the session. Ask for feedback. Check comfort levels. Encourage questions. A subject who feels heard becomes more confident and engaged. The third element is collaboration. The strongest photographs often emerge when the subject contributes ideas rather than simply following instructions. Their personality, emotions, and interpretation can add qualities that the photographer may not have imagined. Collaboration does not weaken artistic direction. It strengthens it. The photographer provides vision and guidance. The subject provides presence and authenticity. Together, they create something neither could achieve alone. Observation is another important skill. A photographer must learn to notice subtle details. A change in posture, a moment of genuine emotion, a natural gesture, a meaningful expression. Often, the most powerful images happen between planned poses. Patience allows these moments to appear. The energy of the photographer also influences the session. A rushed or distracted photographer can create tension. A calm, focused, and encouraging photographer creates an atmosphere where creativity can flourish. The photographer's attitude becomes part of the image-making process. Empathy is another quality of great photographers. Understanding the subject's perspective allows the photographer to create images that feel human rather than simply visually attractive. Empathy helps the photographer recognize when to guide, when to encourage, and when to allow silence. Professional boundaries are equally important. Respect privacy. Maintain appropriate communication. Honor agreements regarding image usage. Protect the dignity of everyone involved. Professional ethics are not separate from creativity. They are the foundation that allows creativity to exist responsibly. The relationship between photographer and subject continues even after the session ends. How images are shared, displayed, and archived reflects the photographer's respect and professionalism. A subject who trusts a photographer is more likely to feel proud of the final artwork. Ultimately, photography is an act of connection. The photographer does not simply capture a person. The photographer captures a moment of shared understanding. The most memorable images often come from this invisible relationship, the space between the person looking through the lens and the person being seen. When trust, respect, and creativity come together, photography becomes more than a technical process. It becomes a human experience. And through that experience, a photograph can reveal not only how someone appears, but something deeper about who they are.